we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's tackled.
But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well,
I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That third down conversion good for 23. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory, right at the 40. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
Brings up second.
An early message that this secondary is going to be tested because even though it fell incomplete, it almost felt like a warning shot to get things going.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. He's at the 30. The 20. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
Daniel Carlson on.
Well, it was third down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
He's brought down.
It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave him with still about 8 or 9 to go on third down.
And 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At the 36-yard line.
And now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
38-yard
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And he stopped immediately there.
Another carry for
called it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
line of scrimmage.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He hits Randall, complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And he will find his man on the outside. And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and run for it. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. He'll buy some time right to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Black 52, Black 52. Hey, check. Shit. 70,
Under pressure, down he goes.
The quarterback
sacked at the 10.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line. Because, it doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here we go. Check. 70 line. Check.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20.
What a play. What
And
a
all
play.
the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Number 84.
A big play there. 79 yards. And his guys get the quick strike touchdown.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 7. Brings up
one more time, they'll keep it on the ground. Yeah, they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. They'll try and throw for it here. And he's got his man on the out route.
good.
Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 15 seconds to go in this first half.
They're a 48-yard line.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes
as soon as I get done this game, dog.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
I bet.
The pass. A fumble on the play.
So we've reached halftime with the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On play action, Allen flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And got his man complete. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway.
Prime time, baby.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
To number 84.
A big play there. 76 yards. And the Bills will extend their lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
At their own 28-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, and his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal lapse.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line. You know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oftentimes we create an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Throwing left side, it's complete. And they work this out past the 25. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
And to give this time to the tailback. And again, this Buffalo defense there in run support to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, we saw that they had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
1st down, Buffalo.
Now they try the right side here. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And some space here. It's a foot race. 20.
They ain't ready for us.
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. 77 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And those are the highlight reel runs you dream of right there.
When he gets a seam and just gets through it, how about the explosiveness, the burst to get there to begin with, and then once he's in full gallop, good luck trying to track him down.
And those plays so demoralizing for the defense.
Absolutely, because you've done so much work trying to keep people in front of you. When they're past you and behind you, that's a tough one to swallow.
And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
At the 31-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown.
To number 80.
I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They've clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Check 13. Check 13. Hey, watch this.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 24-yard line.
Undercrunch. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line.
Number 2.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 7.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
46-yard line.
They're going to look to throw. He's going to sling this. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's got a man complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Another try after the first down sack. Allen, he's going to float the... He's got it at the 15. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards, the final tally. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Pressure comes and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. 7-10, by 52. Let's get the ball.
Now back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Bradley Chubb, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So Allen's going to look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. He's going to go up top again. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Flush to his right. Fights off the defender. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught at the 10. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with 13 seconds left to play. Back to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Check. Check hot route. Hot. Check 50. Check 50.
And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line.
A gain of 5 yards brings up third.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18.
Makes the score big.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
42.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they will head home next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Show some fight out there, boy. What you say? Second half, you put some stuff together. Nigga, I don't know how you made them reads against me, but not against other niggas. I was daring you to run the ball. You're right. That Levi, boy. That's why he there. That boy, one job is to move furniture all day long. Nigga, your D line, nigga. I got the best old line in the league. I got sacked like 6 times. Why these old no name niggas running through like this? I ain't really had no passing lanes in the fourth quarter. I made some throws, bro. Oh, nigga, I just wanted to show you. I don't care if the safety there, nigga. Yeah, I knew as long as you don't make the play, nigga, I'm going to get it. I'm going to get it. I'm looking at you the whole way like, I bet you think I ain't going to throw it. I'm throwing it. Yeah, you wasn't there. You was trying to deter a nigga, but you wasn't there. Man, who that little nigga was we kept sending on them post routes, man? Yeah. Every time I drop Delpit in the box, that nigga just come wide open. That nigga fast as a motherfucker. Ah, that was Randall. That's what it was. The boy got hurt. Oh yeah, we fractured that boy foot out there. That's what I like to see. We had to let Ramsey know too. We don't take it lightly on nobody. Let him know what none of that walking down nonsense. He too old for that.